Hello folks, I'm at the Shoddy Mill Preserve in East Glastonbury, Connecticut. A special alert to you viewers. The first 3 shots of this short video were taken in the summer, and the rest of the video was taken in February, hence the sudden change from green to brown. The first part of this video, unfortunately, didn't come out right when I took it in February, so I found some old shots that I added to my blog ages ago that help explain the history of this spot. We're looking at the probable spot of an outbuilding of the old mill. In the marsh you'll see next, in front of us, was the former pond. And here's the dam itself. Okay folks, it's been a while since I did one of these Flute of Forest chats, and as you can see, it's the middle of winter, and unfortunately there's no snow, but it is very, very cold, so that's why I'm bundled up like this. I found a spot on the dam, about another 10-15 feet or so to where the breach is and where the river is. So I'm fairly near the middle of the dam. So let me tell you a little bit about Shoddy Mill. First of all, shoddy is an interesting word. It's kind of taken the connotation now of being crappy, but shoddy at the time was really, it has to do with, as a name given to inferior woolen. They were basically, they came from shedded scraps of woolen rags, and they would convert it into fibers. So this mill, Shoddy Mill, was a 70 acre, well now it's a 77 acre preserve. Back then it was a functioning mill where they would take the woolen rags and grind them into fibers, grinding them and mixing them with small amounts of new wool, and they would manufacture cheap cloth that could be made into products and clothes to sell. So we're in East Glastonbury, not too far from my house, and it's a cold day, but it's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. For this, just so you know, some history. This mill was active for over 65 years. Sometime in, well, we'll see. It was ceased operation in 1906. So I guess if you do subtraction, about 1840 or so, the thing opened up. And was quite active for a while. First, of course, as all the mills in this area, they finally went out of business. As you know, most of the textile industry moved down south and eventually overseas. But while it was active, it was producing cloth on a regular basis. The interesting a little tidbit about this place is for a short period afterwards, it was turned into a tenement house, complete with a swimming pool, which was the dammed up area behind here. It's now, as you can see, as I showed earlier, it's a giant marsh. But the second part of all these Flute of Forest chats is the flute. So I brought my D minor flute, and if you've been to any of these chats before, I don't have to go into a long explanation about what this is. But needless to say, it's a beautiful flute, and I won't play too long because my fingers will get cold. But I hope you enjoy this. A little further out now on the dam itself. It's quite an extensive dam, quite huge. Traveling over another part of the dam. You know, traveling over the spillway, as you can see, there's a lot of water coming out right now. And here's the spillway. And there's where the dam was. Okay, now I'm gonna walk out to the end. Gingerly walk out to the end. These stones are really huge. There's another trail on the other side of the river, but as you can see, here's where the dam was breached. And as mentioned, it's a beautiful sunny day. And now you can see over there, kind of in the center of the picture, where the spillway is. I'll take you down there too. It's the lovely sound of rushing water. I can imagine this is pretty cold. Nobody ice here. There's one small pond, as I mentioned earlier in the little dialogue, of the swimming area.